It's Lighthouse Angel Messages. Today I have a love message for Capricorn. So keep in mind, if the title resonates with you and you're not a Capricorn, this could still be your message. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I got the overhaul energy of your message, Capricorn, and I got express love through gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. And it's number 19. Okay, and so that could be a confirmation for you. You could see number 19. This is also number 10, which is an end of a cycle. Okay, maybe you're ending something here, and you want to give a gift. You may be receiving a gift or thinking of giving someone a gift of appreciation. And I just want to show that if you're someone who is interested in giving a gift to someone, I'm saying it's going to be positively received. Both these people are very happy and very open. So if you're worried about that, I think it's going to be received with appreciation. So if you are worried you don't have the strength to move on, think of how much strength you are using to hold on. Then redirect that energy and enjoy your life. Yeah. And that's what I was getting with the 10, is like an end of a cycle. Maybe you're expressing some kind of appreciation for the experience in that relationship. But Spirit is saying you need to focus on yourself. If you're having a hard time letting go or moving on, you need to redirect that energy into yourself, because that's the only thing that you have the power to control. And if this person was meant for you, they would be in your life. Okay? It's like, everybody's on a different energetic level. And if you're not on the same frequency or energetic level as this person, they're naturally going to vibrate right out of your life. Okay? Even if you don't want them to. Because you're no longer in a line with each other. And being together when you're not on the same level, energy level, not even on, on the same frequency, then it's going to feel like it's torture. It's going to come with battles. It's going to come with fighting. It's going to come with discord. That's not what you want. So you need to focus on yourself, your healing, going through all those layers of trauma, all those wounds, layer by layer by layer, and working on becoming the best version of yourself instead of trying to hold on to something that's no longer for you. Once you heal yourself, you change your mindset, and you become in line with the divine as the best version of yourself, authentic, true, honest, with integrity and strength, completely operating out of self-love, then that is what you will attract when you're on that vibrational level. But hanging on to someone and keeping that your focus is only keeping you stuck in a place that you aren't meant to stay stuck in. Okay, Capricorn? So I'm going to get you some more cards, and then we're going to get some messages from the compass box, okay? All right, what else? What other guidance can you offer for Capricorn? The collective Capricorns. Okay. Okay, I'm getting addiction, toxic attachment, drugs, alcohol, or obsession. Okay, so whatever, you may be addicted to this person, you may be obsessing about this person, or you may have created an addiction to deal with this cycle ending. Okay? So, and what that's telling me is that you really need to work on your healing, because this toxic attachment, or if you're using drugs, alcohol to deal, it's just a reaction to what you're feeling. So you need to deal with those feelings, okay? Because if you are focusing so much on this person that it's becoming toxic, or you're having to use drugs and alcohol to cope, then you're going in the wrong direction, right? You're going in the wrong direction as far as being open to letting the divine heal you. That's who you should be focused on. This is taking you towards the devil. It's taking you towards the dark, the shadows. It's taking you to darkness when you should be walking towards the light, right? So you can get that clarity, you can get that healing. Okay? And I'm really getting like maybe thinking about and obsessing about this person has become an addiction. Obsessing about it because you're not releasing it. And maybe that it's become such an obsession of the mind that you've had to go to drugs and alcohol just to numb it, right? But just know that what you're doing to cope with this is going in the wrong direction. You need to stop with whatever you're using to cope and focus on feeling those feelings, dealing with those emotions, and asking God to come into your life and help you start healing. Okay? But you have to be open to that. You got to be open. And if you're wanting to express love through a gift for this person, it's going to be received for appreciation, but I would suggest that you don't have any expectations, because again, if this person was meant for you, they would be in your life. Okay? And Spirit wants you to redirect your energy onto yourself, on your goals, your aspirations, your dreams. Okay? This person, isn't going to be the thing that fixes your life. You are responsible for fixing your life, healing yourself. Okay? You whatever traumas or experiences that have happened to you in the past or your childhood, those, you didn't ask for those, right? But it is your responsibility to heal them, right? Because if you don't heal those wounds and you don't heal those traumas, then you're never going to get the very thing that you want in your life, because those traumas will always be the block. So that's why it's so important for you to redirect your energy on your own life. Okay? Instead of worrying about what's going on outside of you and focusing on all those distractions, including addictions, take all of that and focus it 100% on you and God, and see what happens. See what miracles can be brought into your life. It is truly amazing when you step back from everything and focus on yourself. Okay? Nothing has gone wrong. Okay? Trust the process. This connection is divinely timed. Okay? Nothing has gone wrong. Trust the process. This connection is divinely timed. Okay? So don't focus on what went wrong in this relationship. Okay? It could be that this person is just not for you. And doesn't mean you're a bad person. It just means you're not aligned with this person. But wouldn't you rather be with someone who you're aligned with than trying to hold on to something that isn't for you? Okay? You need to focus on yourself and the healing that you can do in yourself, okay? But nothing has gone wrong here, okay? And I'm really getting, you think, well, something went wrong and like this breakup and it's never going to happen, right? This person came into your life for a reason. Maybe it was for healing. Maybe it was to teach you a lesson. Maybe it was to help you grow. Maybe it was to shine a light on what you need to work on within yourself. For whatever reason it was, okay, it served its purpose. And now it's time to release it. So now you can heal and focus on yourself. Use that energy to make miracles happen in your own life and raise your vibration through your healing work and actually attract the perfect partner that God has aligned for you. Oops. Memories. Reminiscing, dwelling, bittersweet. Yeah, I feel like that's what this addiction is. The addiction of remembering situations or experiences that you've had in the past with someone. Okay? But Spirit wants you to know that nothing's gone wrong here. Everything worked out as it was divinely supposed to happen. Okay? But they don't want you to stay stuck here. Okay? They don't want you to stay stuck here. And if you feel like you need to express your love through a gift to this person, know it's going to be appreciated, but don't have any expectations that it's going to bring this thing back together. Okay? And know that this relationship came in with a purpose. But don't stay stuck here, okay? So I'm going to get you some more messages, Capricorn, that can kind of help you move forward. Okay. And I'm going to get some messages from this Lover Oracle of what this person wants to say to you, Capricorn. Maybe that would help you heal or help you move forward if you could get some communication from this person, okay? What messages can Capricorn receive that will help them move forward? Says, why can't I move on from you? I actually feel that's your energy. The passion I feel is overwhelming. I don't know how to handle this. I also feel that's your energy, Capricorn. The way I have treated you was wrong. Okay? And that could go both ways depending on, everybody's situation is different. It could be about the Capricorn or the Capricorn dealing with somebody who treated them wrong. Okay? But I'm feeling a lot of this is your energy because you're obsessing. You're obsessing. You may have a lot of passion for this person. And you may have feel like you treated them wrong. And that's why you can't move on. This is why you want to give them a gift. But Spirit is saying you need to focus that energy on yourself. If you did treat this person wrong, okay? If you treated this person wrong, you need to accept your responsibility, forgive yourself, and even forgive the other person, right? But focus on forgiving yourself and take that opportunity and that pain to turn it into power, right? Sitting in the pain is a weakness, but taking all of that, doing the healing work and turning it into a powerful transformation of yourself, that's true power. Okay, Capricorn? Don't try to make others awaken. Just by being yourself and working on your own spirituality, personal growth, and development, you help others to awaken. We are all connected. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Focus on yourself, and by working on your own personal growth and development, you're helping others because we're all connected. It raises the vibration of the collective. Okay? Because we're all energy. You are the director of your own life. Yes. Take your power back, Capricorn. Take control. Start making decisions, making moves, making your dreams come true. This person isn't responsible for making your dreams come true. You are responsible for making your dreams come true. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. This is what God has for you. I have plans for you to prosper you and not harm you. But they need you. You need to pray and invite God in your life. And you've got to focus on the light. You can't stay in this dark energy. You've got to change your thoughts. You got to change your perspective. And you have to forgive yourself. And ironically, you got the same message twice. So I'm going to read it again. For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Okay? You got to stay focused on the divine. Everything is planned out for you, but you're not going to be receiving it if you're looking in the wrong direction or you're staying in the dark. Like, look at how dark this is. You know? And it is a memory, but it doesn't exist anymore. Right? It's of the past. The past doesn't exist anymore. The only thing that exists is the present. Let your dreams be your wings. Yes. Start focusing on your dreams, your goals, and be the director of those dreams, making them happen. God has plans for you. If you feel like you've been forgotten about or looked over, God is here saying, I've got plans for you to prosper you. But you got to meet him halfway. A ship is safe in the harbor, but that's not what ships are for. Okay? Don't play it safe. Don't play it safe by staying in memory lane. Okay? Nothing's gone wrong here. This person came in your life to show you something. To show you a light. And maybe this person came into your life, Capricorn, to try to get you out of your shell, out of your box, out of your comfort zone, right? And this is Spirit's confirmation to say, don't play it safe. You need to get out of your comfort zone, okay? Because God has plans for you. You're one tough cookie. Yeah, you've been through a lot, Capricorn. Okay? But you are not meant to stay in these memories, right? You need to heal those traumas. Heal that pain. Right? It was meant to teach you something, not keep you stuck there. It wasn't meant to keep you stuck there. You can't grow and evolve and be the best version of yourself when you are stuck in memory lane. Okay? Stuck in the darkness. Maybe stuck in addiction. Okay? Surround yourself with people who make you happy. Yeah, who are you surrounding yourself with, Capricorn? People who make you laugh, who help you when you're in need. People who genuinely care are the ones worth keeping in your life. Everyone else is just passing through. Yeah, Capricorn, maybe it's time to take, evaluation of your close circle of friends. Do they genuinely care about you? Are they there for you when you're in need? Or are they just passing through, getting their needs met? Okay? You need to surround yourself with people who make you happy. Follow your heart. Okay? Follow your heart. Especially when it comes to your dreams, your aspirations. Do not play it safe. If you're playing it safe and you're not the director of your own life, then you're letting society norms control your life. You are worthy of a prosper life. Because God has plans for you, but He can't put those plans in motion if your ship is, you're keeping yourself in a safety box. You gotta be willing to take those bold moves. Whenever I am afraid, I trust in you. Psalm 56:3. Yeah, so if you're afraid to take that ship out, you need to put your faith and trust in God. When you have 100% faith and trust in God, there is no fear. Fear is an illusion. We weren't born with fear. It's something that has been put into our subconscious mind. It's an illusion. Okay? And everything that's on the news, everything that's out there is meant to put you in a state of fear. Okay? So get away from those things and people, places, and things that confirm that fear, because they're not helping you. They're helping you stay stuck. Because God is here saying twice, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope for the future. But you can't get all that by sitting in the harbor and sitting in fear, because you have all this fear. Wheel of Fortune. Okay? Wheel of Fortune. There is a big change coming, Capricorn. God wants to bless you. Okay? God wants to bless you. Trust the process. Yeah. Trust the process as you push through the fear and decide to let your dreams be your wings, following your heart. Okay? And I feel like as you take those bold steps towards your dreams, you're going to be surprised how much God is going to bless you with finances, with abundance. As long as you trust and put all your trust and faith in them with the process, He's going to bless you. Okay? He's going to bless you, Capricorn. If you're waiting for someone to tell you you're good enough to chase your dreams, you're going to be waiting for the rest of your life. Yeah. Don't wait for this person, or don't wait for anybody else to tell you you're good enough. That's where that self-love comes in. Once you know your worth, you truly love who you are authentically, and you live and operate out of your truth, you don't need anybody's validation. You will pursue your dreams and goals with passion and power And you won't need any confirmation or validation from anyone, because all you care about is the divine's approval. That's the only person you need to care about what they think. And God is telling you, you are good enough. You don't need other people's approval. Okay? You need to put your faith and trust in Him. When we focus on our gratitude, the tide of disappointment goes out and the tide of love rushes in. Yeah, make sure you're operating out of a mindset of gratitude. You know, the attitude of gratitude, they say. Because it's going to really release that sense of disappointment, of holding on or regrets or anything of that. And being grateful for the experience of this person, right? But this person wouldn't want you to stay stuck and not pursuing your dreams. Be grateful for the experience. Be grateful for what you learned from that experience in that relationship with that person. Okay? Because as you become the best version of yourself, you're going to attract a person that is the perfect match to you, right? Versus being unhealed, still being triggered, operating out of your traumas, and you're trying to attract a person, it's not going to have a high success rate, especially when you're staying stuck in your traumas. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. Yes, again, it's another confirmation that you need to trust God about this. I'm really feeling like you have a dream, Capricorn, right? That you want to pursue, but you've been stuck in memory lane. Whether it's through memories, traumas, addictions, whatever it is, and God is saying, I don't want you to stay stuck there. This is what you're choosing, though, because you feel like you're not good enough. And Spirit is saying you are good enough. And if you think you're not good enough, then you need to go deep in and ask yourself why you don't think you're good enough. And if it has something to do with your childhood, or maybe you were abused, or anything that happened to you as a child, you need to understand that those were projections onto you. They were burdens that were given to you that were never yours to carry, but you took them and made them your own. And now you have become a person that reflects those burdens. You've become those burdens, and they were never yours to carry. They were projected to you because they didn't want to carry them. So make sure that you release those. They are not your identity. They were someone else's identity that they gave to you, so they didn't have to carry it. So release those burdens. Healing trauma involves tears. The tears release our pain. The tears are part of our recovery. My friend, please let your tears flow. Yes, you need to cry and feel those emotions in order to heal those traumas. And Spirit is saying, I need you to cry. I need you to cry a lot. I need you to flow those tears, so you can release and forgive that pain that's not yours to carry. I'm really getting that. It's not yours to carry. Love life and it will love you right back. Yeah, changing your mindset, loving life again, right? Healing, and by healing these, and I'm getting this, by healing this trauma, feeling this pain, forgiving and releasing, you're going to love life again, and it's going to love you right back. You may get a new love interest, a new relationship out of that. Loving life again. I have the Empress. Okay. I'm getting this Empress is someone that you may have had, maybe holding on to, Capricorn. It could be a mother. It could be the mother of your children. It could be a friend that is highly successful. It could be somebody you look up to, this person, and maybe why you're holding on to them, right? Or maybe it's somebody who is you look up to as an inspiration. I'm also getting that too. Okay. And if that's the case, let them be an inspiration to your life. You are God's masterpiece. Ephesians 2:10. You are God's masterpiece. He has big plans for you. But you've got to get out of your own way. Okay? This trauma that you went through made you super tough. Okay? It made you super tough. But you're not meant to stay stuck playing it safe. Okay? He wants you to have a life that you love. Right? A life of your dreams. You're braver than you believe, and stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Yeah, you're capable of achieving whatever you want. Right? Don't let someone's brokenness from your childhood or your past be what keeps you safe in the harbor. Because you were never meant to be there. It's somebody projected their pain and their trauma on you, and you've been carrying it as your own. It's time to release that. It was never yours to carry, Capricorn. Okay? See. The struggle ends when gratitude begins. Yeah. Operating out is just another confirmation of operating out of the mindset of gratitude. It really changes your vibration. It elevates you. You become grateful for the experiences instead of obsessively trying to hold on to memories that do not exist anymore, because over time people have changed. You've changed. This person has changed, right? But what you need to do is be grateful for the experience. If God is for us, who can be against us? Romans 8:31. Yeah, God is for you. He's not against you. And He wants you to follow your dreams. He wants you to get out of the harbor. He wants you to be grateful. Change your mindset into the attitude of gratitude and start loving your life again. Not sitting in this darkness of memory lane. I have a new beginning. Okay? They want you to have a new beginning that includes pursuing your dreams. Okay, Capricorn? It's time for you to have your new beginning. I have the Eight of Swords, and this is, you may not be sleeping, you may be up in your head a lot, okay, about this trauma, about these memories, and my advice to you is that you need to do what you need to do to heal that trauma, okay, because it's keeping you from living your life, and that's not what God wants. He has big plans for you, Capricorn, right? But this is keeping you stuck, and you keep making the choice to stay stuck. And therefore, God's not going to help you, okay? So you need to get out of here. Whatever you need to do, You know, it may need to be trauma therapy, you know. You may need to do different, you know, there's all kinds of different counseling, therapy, you know, seek guidance from if you go to church, from the church, because they always have different options available. But the Spirit doesn't want you to stay stuck. They want you to have this new beginning. And the only thing that's holding you back from that is you being up in your head and staying stuck there. The progress you have made matters more than you know. The progress you have made matters more than you know. Yeah, and Spirit's just confirming here that they see the progress that you've made. And you may feel like it's small. Okay, Capricorn? But God is here saying, I notice the progress that you've made. I want you to keep going. And it matters more than you know. Because they know it's not easy. Whatever this trauma, whatever it was, is very dark and difficult. But you are brave enough, you are strong enough, and you are smart enough to overcome this. You know, I'm seeing all this green. They want you to love your life again. Okay? All right, Capricorn, I'm going to get you one angel number card. And I'm also going to get you a self-care card because I feel like you need it. But this angel number is a reminder, if you see these numbers, that the divine is with you, and also that a confirmation that this is your message, okay? So let's see what number they have for you, Capricorn. Okay, 555. This is the number of change. So when you see 555, this is a confirmation for you that divine is there with you and guiding you. You need to be listening and paying attention for their guidance, okay? And also this is a confirmation that this message is meant for you. A major shift is about to come into your life experience and change your path's direction. Be open and stay positive. I am optimistic. Yeah, there's a big shift. This is what I was talking about with the new beginning. And this new beginning may have you up in your head. But you need to be optimistic about this change. Excuse me. You need to be optimistic about this change, okay? And stay positive. All right? It also may have something to do with the Wheel of Fortune here. Okay. All right. Excuse me. All right, what self-care do you have for Capricorn? Make a meal. Yeah, get in the kitchen, make yourself a healthy meal. You know, spend time, have dinner with the divine. You know, spend some time with the divine. Cook an amazing meal. Play some great music, some music that makes you smile, makes you happy, and really helps you enjoy that moment. Okay? It will raise your vibrations. And remember to stay optimistic, okay? All right, Capricorn, this is the love message that I have for you. I hope it resonated. I hope it helps you move forward and getting out of this stuck energy. I will be having a career message coming for you next, so pay attention for that. Look out. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And I'm sending you so much love and light, Capricorn. Take care, okay? Bye.